Covered in gold was the first race of people gifted with language, created by the immortals who dwell on Olympus. They lived, in fact, in the time when Kronos reigned in the heavens, and they lived like gods, without worries in their hearts. They knew nothing of hard work or suffering, and miserable old age did not exist for them. From their fingers to their toes, they never grew old, and the good times lasted, and lasted. And even when they died, it was as if only sleep had taken hold of them. They had all good things. The earth gave them fruit of its own accord and in abundance. They were joyful people, working in peace and prosperity. They had vast herds and were beloved by the gods. And when that generation was covered by the earth, they became sacred spirits and invisible guardians of the entire human race. They still wander the earth today, wrapped in mist, watching over justice, punishing criminal acts, and granting wealth. This is the honor that was given to them. Later, the Olympians created a second generation, of silver this time, far less noble than the first. Nothing like the golden one, neither in body nor in spirit. In the second generation, a child was raised beside the mother for 100 years. It was merely a big baby playing at home. And when they finally grew up and reached adulthood, they did not live much longer and suffered due to their lack of sense. They could not stop hurting one another, and they were incapable of serving the immortals or making sacrifices at their altars, as men should do, always and everywhere. So, Zeus, son of Kronos, grew angry at them and destroyed them. This was because they did not give the blessed gods their due honors. And when the earth also covered that generation, those blessed mortals of the underworld became second in rank, yet still held some honor. Then, Father Zeus created a third generation of speaking humans, this time of bronze, very different from the silver generation. He made them from the ash trees, and they were a monstrous and heavy kind, concerned only with fighting and war. They did not eat normal food, and had a hard and untamable spirit. They were huge and shapeless, endowed with immense strength. From their shoulders hung hands like grappling hooks with short, thick arms. They used bronze weapons, lived in bronze houses, and all their tools were made of bronze. Black iron did not exist yet. In the end, they killed one another with their own hands and descended to the city halls of Hades, leaving no name in memory. No matter how impressive they were, Black Death still took them, falling into the void and leaving behind the light of the sun. And so the earth also buried that bronze generation, and Zeus created a fourth race to live upon the land, more just and more noble. This was the divine race of heroes, also called demigods, the generation before our own human race. All of them died in great wars, some in Thebes, the great city of seven gates, in the land of Cadmus, and in the struggle for the herds of Oedipus. And others also perished crossing the sea in ships dying at Troy because of the beautiful Helen. And when, afterward, the veil of death covered them, Zeus granted them a life apart from that of mortals, placing them at the edges of the earth. There they dwell, free of cares, on the Isles of the Blessed, beside the deep flowing river Oceanus. Those blessed heroes, for whom the fertile earth yields sweet fruit 3 times a year. They live far from the immortals, and Kronos is their king, for Zeus, the father of gods and men, set him free, and he still holds among them the honor he deserves. Then, after all these, came the 5th generation. Zeus created yet another race of speaking humans to populate the abandoned earth. And thus was born the Age of Iron, where, unfortunately, I too live. In this era, not a single day passes without some kind of trouble for mankind. In truth, even the nights wear men down. I mean, the gods send us terrible pain and anguish. Still, there will be some good mixed with the evil. But then, one day, Zeus will also destroy this generation, once children begin to be born with grey hair at their temples. Fathers will no longer get along with their sons, nor guests with their hosts, nor partner with partner. Brothers will cease to be friends as they once were. No one will honor their parents as they age. Instead, they will curse them and make their lives difficult. Scoundrels without respect for the gods, who never think to repay the effort that raised them. They will begin to take justice into their own hands, plundering each other's cities with no regard for the man who keeps his oaths, for the good man, the just man. What a misery! All praise will go to the wrongdoer, to the one who is violence incarnate. Shame and justice will lie in his hands. Some worthless man will harm a decent one, slander him, and even swear falsely on top of it. Envy will be everyone's constant companion, with her full mouth and hateful face delighting in wickedness. And then, from broad path earth up to Olympus, will rise beautiful spirits wrapped in white veils, departing to dwell with the immortals, abandoning humankind. And what will remain on earth is terrible suffering for mortals, with no defense against evil. Such is our fate.